Hey, thanks for tuning in to Boris, Absolute Boris. You know what today is? Today is early voting beginning day, October 15th, 2014. Well, I'm gonna go and try to see what it'd like to vote, maybe interview some of the voters. JS go to vote today too. I want to see if he had the problems of writing in Mickey Mouse or Charlie Brown or his own name for different candidate, because he don't want to vote for some of the same old people who keep making the same old mistake, he said, who are bought off by the, who are puppets on the string. And that's why he's running for the state representative spot. I want to ask you a question though. Seriously. Who would you trust to take a bullet for you? This guy? This guy? Nobody? Okay. Well, I think it's interesting that, what's that? I smell a rat. I smell a rat. Ooh. Oh, that's what I smell. You know where the rat is? Well, there's a bunch of rats in the city. One is the King of Sport Times newspaper. I smell a rat. Another is the television too. You want to know why? Because JS decided to run for state representative. Yes? Okay. He decided too late to get on the ballot. So, he's a write-in candidate. Okay. He called the TV, he called the newspaper, he sent the email, and everybody said, "How much money you got to spend? You don't have bona fide campaign. We not cover you. Bud Hulsey run unopposed." Okay. Well, I tell you what, I've not been here this country very long, but I thought it was different. I really, really, truly thought it was different. And, to quote, I would not want to quote the Rhett Butler here, but, this guy, where is he at? Rhett Butler. See this guy here? The Rhett Butler. He look at the scarlet over his head. He says, "Regular scarlet, I don't give a damn." Okay, well, I asked Jason, "Do you give a damn?" He said, "Yeah, that's why I run for this, or I would not do it." And, what I like about Jason is, if you ask him a question, he don't look around to 5 different people to tell you what he's gonna say. He tells you what he think. That's not a bad thing, is it? I don't know what else to tell you, but he don't have this guy here saying, "Oh, don't say that." Oh, this guy here saying, "Don't say that." Oh, just avoid the question. There was a gentleman right into the Bud Hulsey side. "What do you think about annexation?" You know what Bud's response was? "It's a moot point." Okay. It's a moot point to all the people that got unwanted annexation in the Rock Springs, in Colonial Heights, in Sullivan Gardens. And then after the fact, the city wants to say, "Oh, we set up these talks to smooth things over after we've already taken your land and we're already taxing you." So, it's not a moot point, Bud. You just, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna be quiet now. I haven't had my breakfast yet. Every morning I like to get out my multi-tool. I don't go out and carve up a rat or nothing like that, but no, I like apple. I love to eat apple. Apple is so good for you. But I'll tell you something I learned about apple by reading J.S. Moore's book, Understanding Apple. Okay, apples are so good for you, yes? Okay. You take the apple with the stem on the top, okay? Say this is like the world. And you cut it across the equator, directly in half. Okay. And when you open the apple, what do you see inside? Always you see the 5 pockets. Okay? Where the seeds are. 5 pockets. Like a stick figure. Being pulled apart in all directions by choice. The way Jason explained this to me, he said, "Boris," he said, "in one hand, you have 5 strengths, 5 core strengths of a person. And on the other hand, You have the 5 core virtues of a person. Virtues and vices. Well, shucks, I said that wrong. Anyway, you have the bad quality and the good quality. Sometimes your weaknesses can become strengths. Like if you're stubborn, something like that, you won't budge on something like that. That could be a weakness, but it could also be a strength in some circumstances. But no two people are the same. No two people have the same strengths and the same weaknesses. Just like the same thing is, you know, you may go to church, but that person sitting beside of you doesn't believe exactly what you believe. Is that a bad thing? I don't think so. You know, we have free will that way. But anyway, the seeds of an apple also, they contain a substance called prunazin, which, if ingested, form a cyanogenic glycoside, cyanide. It's poisonous. If you crush it up, it could be very lethal. But a seed itself, so hard, your body can't really break it down. But this apple is so good for you, but it can be so deadly too. So today, early voting day, breakfast for Boris, you have a choice. The Times News and the newspaper and the television will not tell you you have a choice when it comes to the state representative. But if you think about it, now you will see another man on the ticket, J.R. Enfield. He's an independent. It's interesting that they would call him an independent because he's a libertarian. Is that a bad thing? A libertarian is really, if you look at it from what I've read, old school Republican. Like if you were to really classify what Ronald Reagan was, he's really a libertarian. He protects the Constitution. This GOP now, Patriot Act, all these things they bring about that does not protect our rights or freedoms, nothing like this. So he's on the ticket. You can vote for him. I personally would vote for him before I would vote for Bud Hulsey. But the newspaper and the television media do the same thing to J.R. Enfield. You don't exist. You don't have bona fide campaign. He's on the ticket though. So you have the choice. You can vote Bud Hulsey, District 2 State Representative. Good. Ask Bud a question. See how many people he has to ask before he can answer you. J.R. Enfield, Libertarian. I talked to him on the phone. Seemed like a pretty good guy, but very Republican too, sadly. J.S. Moore. I said, J.S., where are you? He said, I'm more of a Democrat, but I have conservative beliefs too. But, you know, I'm a veteran. He gave me his jacket to wear. Look at U.S. Army. Moore. Well, the other Forces Command. But he's a veteran. He's a papa. That make him interested in the running too, because he has a child, and he's American. That's what matters. He's American. He believe in this community, and he believe that we can make a difference. And you know, people all the time say, I vote for the lesser of two evils. Okay, what's that? Democrat, Republican? Well, just whoever's on the ticket. I just vote for the lesser of two evils. This time around, you have a choice to not vote for the evil. Take the time. Ask the question, how can I write in a name? If you don't want to write J.S. Moore, if you don't want to vote Bud Hulsey or J.R. Enfield, write in Mickey Mouse, but write in something, or write in none of the above. The message needs to be clear. Enough is enough. Why vote for the lesser of two evils? Wow, this has been a real rant. 8 minutes worth of ranting. I'm so sorry, but I'm going to finish my breakfast. I want to thank you so much for tuning in again, and again, maybe next time I make it more funny. Sorry. Have a good day, guys. До свидания.